So here's my review for Crisis on Infinite Earths, parts 4 and 5. So this will be called like part 2, but it'll be referring to 4 and 5. Because I did the part 1, which was 1, 2, and 3, and then the part 2, I did the Infinity War, now I'm doing the Endgame. And actually this does have a very in-gaming plot. Some people are saying it's a ripoff of Infinity Gauntlet, but are you sure about that? In fact, I'm pretty sure this came first. Not this crossover, but the comic book. So... But, yeah. Basically, we pick up like a month later, which is great, because it was a month in real time. And, well, we also pick up with Oliver being very spectry. But... So Oliver being very spectery, doing specter things. Deathstroke technically has a cameo in the crossover, but not the way I wanted it to. I wanted to see Slade back. I wanted to see him kill some Shadow Demons. How cool would it have been if he just started firing bullets at the Shadow Demons, and then when they get in close, he just chops them in half and stuff? I mean, they're gonna poof, so you can just have them you can have them like their body removed from the upper part of their body removed from the lower part of their body, and then just poof. Like, that would be so cool. They need to do like a deluxe version of this crossover and have more cameos and stuff, because that would have been so cool. Is just, and maybe if he's not waiting for them to come to him, he can just come to. If he's not waiting for them to come to him, he can just come to them, just shooting until he gets right up in their face, and then just... Like, because Oliver said that he had Argus keeping tabs on Slade, I thought for sure he'd be in the crossover. Slade has not been in any crossover, and the invasion thing does not count. Come on, man. Whatever, though. The rest of the crossover was really good. Though when I was watching part 4, when I watched the ending of that, in fact, on the YouTube release, you can actually see my comment, but when I was watching part 4, I was like, so part 5 is still a thing, right? Because it felt pretty conclusive to me. They didn't have to do anything else, and we could have picked up in the next episodes, seeing what the world's like. But then, like, the Anti-Monitor isn't actually dead. Similar to the comic book, you just can't kill that thing. Have you guys read the comic book? It's great. I did a review on it, but my review doesn't go that far in depth because my camera was being stupid, so I had to do a second one. But basically, this crossover, I give like give it a 9 out of 10. People say they feel an underwhelmed, but I'm like, all this Spectre stuff, Oliver's death, the following episodes. Okay, episode 2 was a bit dodgy, but Batman was there. Not the way I wanted. I made several videos on that. And, there are more pieces to this puzzle, but man, it is amazing. It is superb. Sorry about the cut, I got a little barfy there. But yeah, crossover, amazing. All the heroes assembling. Oh, and the Super Friends unite at the end. Oh, the craziest thing. Ezra Miller as the DCEU Flash was in the crossover. People on Reddit were like, man, I'm so surprised this never leaked. But, like, it did, though. Only the leakers were We Got This Covered, who are absolute liars. Don't trust them. I don't know why people still trust them. We Got This Covered is a sham. But, yeah, basically, they posted that Ezra Miller, Zachary Levi, and Ben Affleck would be in the crossover as Batman. One of them is Wonder Woman. Let me tell you, Batman, Flash, and Shazam. The Flash thing turned out to be true, but they were just lucky. Okay, this is a fact. Everything they've predicted has been pure luck. They haven't predicted that much, so it's not that hard for me to believe that. They predicted the Flash, sure. But what about Batman and Shazam? They didn't appear in the crossover. Unless they do a deluxe version of that. But, like, wow. So yeah, this crossover was something special, man. We have... The Legends episode was pretty good, too. It was a little silly, though. But Mona Wu didn't make an appearance. We didn't have the freaking caveman making an appearance. We didn't have freaking unicorns. Bebo came back though. Bebo came back. The freaking Furby of death. But I don't know. There was something else I was going to say, but also, Keenan Lonsdale, he wasn't joking. He didn't appear in the crossover as Wally West or Kid Flash. I thought that was a done deal. Like, sure, he said it wasn't. What is with this thing? Ooh. Tom Welling and Tom Ellis said they weren't going to be in the crossover. Sorry, I got a little barfy again. Weren't going to be in the crossover, but we see that was a complete lie. So I thought that Keenan Lonsdale would appear in the crossover. I wasn't expecting it, and I didn't think it would add that much to it, so I didn't get disappointed or anything. But I was like, Tom Welling said he wasn't going to be Superman. Well, he said he wasn't going to be in the crossover. He didn't say anything about Superman. But, you know, he came in as Superman, or Clark Kent. Then, Tom Ellis said he wasn't going to be Lucifer in the crossover. But a very trustworthy source came in and said that was not the case. So I was like, whatever. And then, everyone seemed to deny that Paigey was right about the Titans cameo, because they've had 2 cameos, and people were saying, man, that, like, oh no, Paigey's a liar. No, but he was spot on. His assessment of the scene wasn't spot on, but what happened was exactly what he said was going to happen, minus, like, maybe 2 cameos. So, but dude, the song from the narration and the credits that was used in the show, that is still bouncing around in my head. I'm listening to it right now. I don't want to say it, because anytime I sing along with what's going on in my head, it disappears. And I don't like that. I want it to sit in there. Ooh. See? Slipped my mind though that I need to stop doing that. But so the crossover, they showed a lot of Earths. The new multiverse is different than the original, but I'm guessing everything is back to the way it was. The trailers are really confusing though, because even though it's a new multiverse, Barry is sort of acting like if you go watch the Marathon trailer, Barry says something about there only being one Earth now, and all these threats are coming in and they don't know where they're coming from. So that's kind of weird. But Oliver used Spectre powers and universal rewrites to fix some of the CW's biggest mistakes. Black Lightning and Supergirl and Superman and Flash are all on the same Earth. Earth Prime. There is no more Earth 1. But now there are new Earth 2s, because Earth 2 is the JSA Earth, Earth 9 is the Titan's Earth, like usual. But, Earth 2 was Zoom's Earth, not Zoom and Laurel's Earth, and not the JSA BS. So I wonder if this Laurel is the Earth 1 version? No, because we have a new Laurel, but she's the same Laurel. So I'm confused. Basically, this crossover has ramifications for the other shows, and I'll get into what those are later. So, super excited about that. I'm trying to get my voice out. Thanks for that. Nope, we good. So, yeah, this crossover, massive ramifications, in good ways and bad ways, I think. But everything they did was really good. I wonder what is canon in this new Crisis verse. Because nothing, like with Flashpoint, I was really confused. But then the Speed Force shows events that Barry was not a part of that are no longer canon. During the Speed Force did all that anyways. During the Arrow episode. And then the Speed Force showed certain events that weren't the way that they were supposed to be. Like Ray talking to Oliver. I'm pretty sure that was not in the Palmer Labs or Queen Consolidated building. Pretty sure that was in that one, like, I'm pretty sure that was right before they fought. So then the invasion thing. In a nutshell, the Speed Force just confused me. Flashpoint confused me. And now Crisis is confusing me. Crisis should be easier to nail down. I hope. Might not be, though. But Flashpoint affected Arrow in small ways, affected Supergirl in no ways, and affected Legends in no way at all, because Legends doesn't give a shit about continuity. So Flash affected the Flash a lot, and it would get confusing because the characters would say something, but I was like, but isn't... And then on Arrow, they would mention all these different events, but not explain why it's different than what is supposed to be there. And this event, one event happening, means that another couldn't have, but then they flip back and forth. So Crisis should be easy to just... I'm just going to assume, for the most part, almost none of that happened. We'll see what's different in the universe and carry on from there. But I guess Black Lightning will be doing more crossovers. Maybe they'll switch filming to Vancouver or something. I don't know. I'm just gonna cut this video here, I think, because my brain's all over the place. I'm so excited about the crossover in the next few episodes. I'll talk about Green Arrow and the Canaries at the end of my next Crisis Part 2 video. And then I will do a summary of my thoughts on this crossover and the larger Arrowverse behind it as my Part 2, Part 3 video. You know? If that makes any sense. It probably doesn't. But yeah, I'm also surprised that Firestorm, none of them were referenced or even... or came back or were even referenced, because Lonnie Raymond is on Earth 2. He has to be. Maybe he got flung to Earth 3 or 4 or 5 instead, but he's got to be there, right? Also, a version of Titans should be on Earth 1, right? Because everything got merged, and then there was another multiverse. Like, yeah, it's one Earth Prime, but then there's all these other Earths still around, I think. Oh, Earth 12 is Swamp Thing. That was surprising, right? And Earth 22, I think, was Doom Patrol. Which, as I kept saying in the comments to Black Lion's videos, like, No. Doom Patrol is not Earth 9, just because there is a Doom Patrol on Titans. Oh, and I made, I'm working on like a little chart, because I thought that in this next part that some of the other Earths would be pretty useful. But no, not at all. Apparently, apparently they just threw that away, so I did all that research for nothing, and I'm still doing research. Also, did you know Earth 35 is inhabited solely by unicorns? The legends should go there. Since they like are unicorns. Dude, I hate Legends, I'm gonna be honest with you. They almost ruined almost ruined the crossover. No, they didn't come close to ruining it. They didn't even do anything that took away from it. But as soon as I saw the Wave Rider, I was like, please do not show Mona Wu. And then when I did the Teddy Bear or the Bebo, I was like, Yeah, so yeah, I said I was gonna cut this video over at the 14-minute mark, but I lied. My bad.